and welcome to design. It's one of the last lessons of design we're going to have this year. We've just got one more after this and then we're finished. Can you believe it? We're still at home. The sun is shining. Maybe you can hear the birds in the background. It's beautiful, except the whole world's full of disease. What can we do about that? So I've got a question before we start the lesson. I've got these. Look, my daughter bought these for me when she was in Texel. Texels are kapusijntjes, 500 grams dried. I don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to cook them, but if you've got any suggestions, put them down in the comments. Maybe I'll make some and bring some to school when we're allowed to go back, of course. So straight to the lesson. Hopefully you should be ready with your website and you can show it to other people. So we should, if we were in school, we should be showing other people our website. You can still do that, but today I'm going to explain to you how we can show it to other people and find out what they think about it. So let's go straight to the lesson. Let's have a look. If we can remember from the last lesson, let's just go back a slide. What we need to do is just double check that all these things, the things that I asked you to do, the constraints we call that, are in your website. So did you do it in English? Did you make it without templates? You didn't just go to Wix and do a nice little pretty website straight away. Do you have 5 pages? Did you use your own photos, self-made videos, that type of stuff? So check out these things before you move on to evaluating. So today we're going to start with evaluating. The last deadline to hand this in is the 8th of June. That's exactly 6 days from now. So make sure that you're ready on time. You've got to work together to get this done today. Now, today what we're going to do is to look at the rubric, and what you're going to have to do is, it says outline simple, relevant testing methods. I'm going to tell you what those mean. Also, this is super important, how can your website be improved? And I'm going to tell you how to make a list of that. And then later, the last lesson we're going to do is look at the impact on your target audience. So why do we evaluate? If you're designing a website, you want to make sure that it's interesting for other people. Don't forget, you're not making a website for yourself, you're making it for other people. And what if you made a website about your local hockey club? People went to that website and they looked at it and thought, that looks rubbish. I'm not going to go to that hockey club. I'm going to go to another one. You want your website to be interesting for people and to make them want to go there. And if that's not the case, you need to change your website. So a good designer will first show it to people, say, does it do what I want it to do? Does it make people want to go to my hockey club, for example? And if not, how can I change it? So in the rubric, it says outline simple, relevant testing methods. So what does that mean? What you can do is we try to test in different ways. So what I'm going to ask you to do is make a questionnaire and to show it to other people. Now you can show it to your target audience. Those are the people you made it for. So that the people you want to be interested in what you're interested in. You could also show it to your classmates or your family. But another thing is that you can explain the success against the constraints and the specification. I'll get back to that in a minute. But first of all, how are we going to test it? So what I'd like you to do is to find out what your target audience and what your class thought about it. And you can do that by making a Likert scale with 6 to 8 statements about the quality. Now, let me just show you what that is. I think most of us have seen something like this. It's where you can ask a question and then people don't have to say yes or no. They can say things like, well, I thought it was okay, or I hated it, or yeah, I thought it was fantastic, or it's okay. So it's not as, they don't have to decide whether they really like it or dislike it. They can go somewhere in the middle. So I'd like you to think of some questions to do that. So for example, does my website make you interested in cooking if it's about cooking? And they can say they really agree with that, or maybe they strongly disagree. So try and think of some good questions to find out, yeah? So that's task 1. The second one is that, did you meet your specifications? Now this is kind of easier because we've already got our list of specifications from criterion B. So what you can do is get your table, make a table of 3 columns, copy all your specifications from criterion B, and then say whether or not you've achieved that specification and explain why. So you're going to end up with a table that looks something like this. You can have your specification. You're going to say whether you achieved it, so yes or no, and then explain why you think that is. Okay? So what are we going to be doing today? And I really would like you to do this today so you can get the feedback from your results, is you can use the result of your Likert scale to create a pie chart. So something like this. So if you've got your questions, you'll then get some results that end up with this. And I'd like you to turn your questionnaire, or the results of your questionnaire, into a pie chart. Okay, that's it for today. I'd like you to split up in your group. Did you do at least 3 testing methods? Did you ask your target audience? Did you ask your classmates? And can you create a pie chart from it and check your product against the specifications? Oh, product is spelled wrong there. Okay, that's kind of it for today. Don't forget, we've got one more video, so don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll get that. We're available right now online, Mr. Von Ryan and myself, so if you've got any questions, just get a hold of us. Yeah? Otherwise, have a great day. Don't forget to work hard. You're going to get a great grade for this project, and I'll see you hopefully in school.